Israel is our greatest defense in the Middle East for all of Western democracy and Western values.
This is Zionism, and also for large, it is the Western idea and values from the beginning. Herzl, the father of political Zionism and the person you will see his picture everywhere in Israel, said from the beginning that if they will make their state in Palestine, they will be the European frontier, part of this European civilized frontier against the barbaric Asian Asia. And many Westerns and Zionist leaders said this before Herzl and after Herzl. And they deeply, some of them believe in this deeply, like fanatic people, some fundamentalistic religious people, but it's not really a religion. One of these people who believe in this shit is Joe Biden, who said like he is Zionist multiple times, who said like if there was no Israel, they had to go and invent an Israel. And when Hillary Clinton said to AIPAC, said to Zionists and Israel, when we see you, we see ourselves, we see our story, this is make perfect sense when most Europeans leaders saying we have a shared values, like this makes so much sense. For large extent, this West, this culture, this civilization, call it what you want to call it, is based on this discourse about the civilized and the barbaric people, about colonialism. The US, the symbol of liberty, freedom, and civilization, was established in very similar way to Israel on the expensive, on the ashes of the indigenous people by settler colonialism. The same politicians, the same constitution that say all people are born equal or something like that, it is the same politician and constitution allowed slavery, that allow the injustices against the indigenous people. And when these two ladies say we are pro-Palestinian, believe them, because the American politician was also a pro-indigenous people. When the American president Andrew Jackson argued and praised the policy of the ethnic cleansing of the indigenous people, he said it's not just liberal, this policy of the ethnic cleansing. They are not just liberal but generous. It is good for these indigenous people. It could make them more civilized. And also, like, like it could be worse. Like we could kill them all. We could make genocides. And again, like this is very similar to what Zionists are saying today. They are saying like we could kill more like Palestinian, but we didn't, so we are good. As Andrew Jackson say, like it's good for them to ethnic cleanse these people. The same thing like Zion is saying today, like it's good for the Palestinian to be ethnically cleansed to other country or to the Sinai desert, or like we don't care, just like keep them out of these lands, because more civilized people will populate this area, exactly as Andrew Jackson said, like this area it's better to be populated by more civilized people. This is the shared value between Israel and the West. It is the value of colonialism. It's the values of racist idea that they are more civilized people and have rights to ethnic cleanse, genocide other people because they are barbaric. This is the shared value. And many liberals today look at what's happened in their country and say, damn, that was very evil, that was not right, this is injustice, we will not do this again, and shame on our ancestors that did this. And maybe the progressive people of them will go and say like, take down this status was what is called a slave owner or something. But at the same time, when like the same policy, the same discourse, the same language is used, they are part of it. They are supporting the same ethnically cleansing or genocide or the same injustice that's happening in Palestine now. Surely the West is not just colonization. It's not just racism. But colonization and racism, it's still a large part of the Western discourse, of the Western culture, of the Western establishment and policies, and the West in general.